This is James from GameFront, and we're coming at you live from Quake Con 2000. Well, I guess it's not live. It's live now when we're recording it. Quake Con 2014, and I'm with JJ Sky 5000. He has got one of the most impressive rigs here. It's a modded case. JJ, would you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your rig?
Yep, I'm JJ Sky 5000 from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I basically built a Quake Live theme PC mod. It's 24 inches by 36, has a lot of the customized, or has skulls from the game on the exterior, as well as some tribals and some stone. So it gives it the look of being inside the game, and we've been streaming Quake Live throughout the event.
Awesome. What are the specs inside of your machine?
Well, basically it has two dual systems, a water-cooled side and an air-cooled side. They're both running ECS motherboards, Z87s, with Intel 4770K processors, two 256GB SSDs, as well as a 280X and a 7950.
Awesome. And there was one side that was liquid cooled and one side that was air cooled?
That is correct. Yeah, we have a full liquid cooled system. And the unique part about it is I'm able to rise that up about 14 inches out of the base of the PC.
Cool. How do you do that? Is that hydraulics, or what brings that thing up?
It's called a linear actuator, and it runs off a 12-volt battery.
A 12-volt battery?
Well, 12 volts anyway. So.
Wait, 12 volts? Oh, not
yeah.
Okay, I see what you're. That's a lot less than I thought.
We always say 12-volt battery, but it's not a battery. So.
Cool. Wow. That's an amazing piece of technology. And then also the other thing that was interesting to me was you use USB monitors inside, right?
Yeah. One of the unique features you don't see very often is using two USB monitors. You just plug them into the USBs. They actually use a video converter. It's hard to play games on, a little slower MS, but to stream things, it's awesome.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, JJ Sky 5000. Best of luck, because you're competing with the Modders Inc., right? Mod Inc., right?
Well, we're competing against, some additional modders here, yes.
Great. Well, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
GameFront, and I'm gathered with Shane.
Got it.
And we're checking out his amazingly modded PC. Would you say hello, Shane?
Hello.
Your machine is pretty big and tall. What is the inspiration for your machine?
This theme is it's themed off the game Dishonored from Bethesda. It's supposed to be carrying over the sharp angles and the black lines and the cast iron theme, the mechanical theme from the game Dishonored.
Cool. And would you give me a rundown on all the different pieces of your mod or of your PC case?
It's based off the Cooler Master Half Stacker 935 with an additional 915 case on it. It's got an AMD 8350 processor, an HP 7970 video card, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a 240 gig Kingston SSD.
And I see water in the front, red. Is that the reservoir for a liquid cooling set?
It is. It has 2 water pumps. It has solid acrylic tubing, 5 water blocks, and 2 360 radiators.
And on top, I see a gear. I would say it's a drive shaft, or I don't know what it is.
Those are camshafts out of a Yamaha 650.
Wow. Are they doing anything for function, or is that just to bring that atmosphere of the Dishonored world?
It's to try and tie in the mechanical theme of the case to the rest of it.
Cool. And I also dig the clockwork style gears in the front of your machine.
Thank you. That's actually a tribute to a part of the game that was called the Heart in Dishonored. The character held a heart that had a little window on it that had gears moved around inside of it.
I never played the game, but that's one of the parts I did see from it.
Yep. That's what that's for.
Cool. Well, thanks for your time today, Shane.
No problem. No problem. Thank you.
This is James from GameFront, and we're checking in with Michael. He's got, and I wanted to keep this between everybody, but it's my favorite mod case of a PC. Would you give us a description? First, I guess say hello.
Hi, everyone. I'm Michael Long. I built the Shark Tank. It actually has 2 live sharks in it right now. I really wanted to have a fish tank because I'm in college, and I wanted to have fish and a computer in my dorm room at the same time.
And you only get to choose one of those things, right?
Well, most people have a laptop and a fish, but when I have a gaming computer, it takes up a lot of space. So I wanted to have both, and this seemed like a very good way to do both.
Awesome. And then what are the specs inside your machine?
I have an i5 processor in there currently, and there's a 750 Ti NVIDIA graphics card. There's 8 gigs of RAM, and I have a 256 gig SSD.
Cool. And what is it? Do you find any danger with the liquid? Have you had any trouble with the water inside?
Well, actually, the computer's built with 2 tanks. One tank is water, and the other tank is mineral oil. So all of the computer parts are in mineral oil. They're submerged, so they actually, they're cooled that way, and the water just is for the fish.
That's awesome. And another important part, I mean, Michael, you're getting a lot of FaceTime. What are the fish's names?
I have not named the fish.
Oh my God, it sounds like something you could go to the internet for.
Yeah, I've gotten that question quite a few times. Maybe I should put something up. Comment on this video if you have any ideas for it.
That's a great idea. All right, well, thanks for your time, Michael. We've got another modder, case modder. His name is Michael Kaiser, right?
Yes, Michael Kaiser.
Would you give us a description of your case?
What I have is a 900D sponsored by Corsair and EK, and it's all water cooled on there. Most of the stuff was all handmade with needle files and Dremels, and it's got a lot of real metal work in it. There's no die knock in it, all anodized diamond plate on it. Thing weighs 87 pounds, and I'm feeling every bit of it every time I got to pick it up. But it's come out real good. Had a lot of help from people in the community like Bill Owen, and a modder friend of mine over in England did all the renderings for it. His name's Sam McDade, and does some incredible renderings on the stuff.
So it's the metal work on here is amazing. Is this something that you do in everyday life?
I've done metal artwork in the past before, but I'm just an old kind of mechanic guy. I do heating, air conditioning, and I work with my hands, and that's what I do.
And is it just chance that you're a big Metallica fan? Why did you choose Metallica?
They've been around. I like some of their stuff, and I wanted a good theme that people could relate to. Everybody has a million game themes out on their computer, so I wanted something different, and the music theme has fit pretty well, even though a lot of the other bands, they're after me because they either like Metallica or they don't. I never realized how polarizing they were, you know, but people will say, well, I don't like Metallica, but I like the computer. So,
yeah, I mean, you can't argue. That computer looks badass.
Right, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thanks for your time, Michael.
You bet. Thanks, guys.
So, Graham, you've got a pretty interesting case. Would you give a description of your case and what's inside?
Sure. Well, I built my computer into a suitcase. That's the simplest way of putting it. Got the bottom part is all the guts, the innards, and then the top part is my monitor, and sits right in there, and it's easy and portable.
So it's actually functionally portable. When you check into BYOC, you can just have your suitcase in hand and check in.
Not only that, I took it through airport security and the baggage handlers because I came from Boston. So yeah, it came down with me, and it's fine.
Tell me what the look on TSA was like when you brought that through.
I wish I could know, but since it goes checked baggage, all I can do is like put it in there and say, you know what, it's built into a suitcase. TSA baggage handlers, they can do what they want with it. I can't do anything about it now.
Cool. And what are the specs of that computer?
You know, I don't remember because I built it a couple of years ago. I know it's got the Sapphire series card, which is pretty good for the graphics card. Nice motherboard, and it was like a 8-core processor.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's good for everything that I've had to do. Basically.
And how do you get my question is, how do you get the monitor in there powered up?
Oh, it's connected. The two power cables are coming out of the case, and those just plug into the power strip like everybody else.
Awesome. Well, cool. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
I'm checking out another amazing modded computer case here at Quake Con 2014. I'm gathered with Adam. Holy moly, it's getting late. Adam, what's the inspiration of your computer mod?
I wanted to build something actually from Wolfenstein, The New Order. And when I tried to build the mech, it would have been way too large. So then I was going to build an M1 Abrams tank and talked to a few friends about it. They got a little frustrated with the idea of an American tank and German logos, which would have followed the New Order's theme. So I decided to go a little bit older, and I went with a Tiger 1 tank, and that's how I built it.
Great. Do you mind giving me a rundown of the specs and what's inside your computer?
This computer case is completely 3D printed from the ground up, and it's got a 4770K processor in it. It's got 8 gigs of RAM, a 750 Ti video card. It's got two 256 SSDs in it. It can actually, both treads work independently. The whole transmission is 3D printed as well. And that all works off of RC controls. And then the turret is based off of an IP webcam, which can both turn any direction and then can also go up and down Plus, it can run on its own independently. So, like in my office at home, I can keep an eye on my office by moving the turret around, which is pretty cool.
So it's kind of like a land drone.
Pretty much, yes.
That's awesome. Thanks for your time, Adam.
Okay, no problem.